Okay, this is my semester 2 single player map. I've got the cameras working, as you can see, and the pan around, and I've changed the start location now. It starts across in the other area across there. The lighting was done with 2 directional lights originally, but for some reason with the new computer they went wrong and everything was lit up fully, and there was no shadows. Either they were too expensive, I don't know what happened there, I'll have to ask. But for now, what I've done instead, it's just a single light lighting up the outside area. Actually no, Telelight, it's 2 lights, it's one at brightness 1 and one at brightness 0.25, like the directional lights, but in different places. It seems to work okay, it's not too expensive, so I might get away with it. I'll have to check. But that's the outside area, and I quite like how these trees work as well. I think they look quite cool with a nice dark area. I think I might add some. My intention wasn't to add any enemies here, but it might look quite cool if they jump out behind the trees and attack you, scare the player. Yeah, I'm evil. Anyway, so you follow the path. It's the first outside area I've made, so you know, as a professional outside area, well, I say professional, but it's not. First attempt I've had to go at a good outside area. Hopefully it looks good, even to the 3rd years. So you follow the path around, and then you go down here. You've got the machine there. It's actually a factory that makes gas for weapons, and then they ship it out by using the cranes to take it. So I've tried to give a real world effect where the cranes are and things, but hopefully it gives the effect of that. The trees need a blocking brush around them, a blocking volume, because they haven't got a blocking volume on them attached. They haven't got a clip. Now that's probably because of a high polygon model, but I'm not exactly sure there. That's for scale over the bridge. And the water will make go up and down. I want to make it rise and fall, which you could do with the texture, but I might just use a matinee. So yeah, hopefully it'll work. As you can see as well, we've got fog around the area. Rather than, I was going to put that in the whole area, but it just works better when it's close to the water. I need to get rid of those rocks. This is one of the first areas bit I made. Hopefully it makes sense still with that. I've tried to give the area a real feel. Rocks around the edge. I've looked at real life situations and seen how they're made. I tried to get the waterfalls looking real as well, and they're quite effective. I think they're some of the best waterfalls I've made. But then again, I've never used this engine, so. The skybox needs changing because the sun's coming from the south, whereas it's shining to the south, whereas there's light in my level is goes to the north. But that's just it's going to have to be changed, I think. The lights there, as you can see, they're next to there. They've got wires connected to them, like it's actually working, and they might need to connect to the machine as well around the corner, so it looks like something's happening with a bit of machine buzz added in. I've been recording my own sounds as well from the engine and adding them in as cues, because a lot of them you want to use, a lot of them are mono, so I've had to make my own cues to make them work. Like this one down here. When I get up there, this sound was mono, so I had to record it with Audacity and save it as a cue.
Oh, smack!
I wanted him to swear when he saw that he had to do a platform game to get across. Now this would not make sense in real life, this bit. It just wouldn't work, but I felt it was quite amusing. Again, this might have looked a lot different if I'd used directional lights. I'll still have to check what that problem was. Right here, this turns off the force field. Gives quite a cool effect, like a starter beam up. But that was when that was used. That effect was when the pawns beam in. So that's quite cool. I thought I'll use that. There's going to be a platform down below that you can get health from. So when you fall and hurt yourself, you can jump across there and grab it. then jump back on the lift again afterwards. After you've got the force field open as well, enemies will appear down here at the entrance and attack you, which I'm probably going to do a short cutscene for when they beam in. They're going to beam in and not run in. They obviously come from space and they're beaming down to the planet, so they're there for just for animation purposes. I was just testing the animations. I can't think of a place I want to put the animations yet though. I know I'm going to have to put them in, but I can't think of where to put them. That was a cool effect of added, trying to make people scared, trying to make it like a sort of horror level. Okay, I might add a hole in the wall, so where when you shoot this wall, well, you know to shoot this wall, should I say, but you can only shoot it with the link gun, and it will give a, you'll notice, there, nice bit of camera shake, which leads you into a new area. You can shoot that to knock it around. A bit of fun for the people who get bored. And this activates a bridge that goes across later. You don't have to do that bridge, it's not a linear level, they haven't got to go that way. The only reason it's there is for another route. They can always go into what I call the room of death and get the rocket launcher later on. So they haven't got to go the way I tell them to. They can choose which way they want. They can either go up to the north or this way. I've put a trigger touch here for now, just to show the bridge, which is very basic, and I need to. I might not change it. Depends how much time I get. Right. The ceilings, as you can see, are very, very basic. Apologies for that, but some are okay, some are not. Some are just like I just couldn't think what to do. That's no excuse, I know, but that's the way it is. Right, and you go down these corridors, which I need to add bad guys jumping in out of vents back there. I also need to change the lighting on doors. For some reason, it did this in the last map as well. I need to also change the sound of when the announcer says "Welcome to the Room of Death" or whatever it says. I need to change that because anyway, shoot the switches to get out. That's it. Blows up that. Activates the fan. Sucks out the gas. See, it's too low for the announcer's voice. You probably couldn't even hear it. And then we go to the control room, which activates all the. This is used to activate all the factory things, and also open the doors for the hangar. That I need to add a new computer there, a better computer. They wouldn't just have a little tiny computer on its own. It doesn't make any sense at all. And right, this is the other direction you can go. Sounds need to be put on the doors, obviously. And then you go through here. Now this was one long corridor event originally, and I thought, how can I change it? It's boring, really boring. And I thought, well, what when I get to a river? There's always bends in the river, and you want to go around them. As a human, you want to go around these bends and see what's around them. Same with the hills, you want to go across the hill. So I added in something to break up the line of sight. And hopefully that will make people go around here. And that is what we learnt in week 7. I just wanted to add one in because I thought it was quite funny. I might add a funny movie there where a bot gets crushed by it when he's run along and tra la 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 and then crushes him. But we'll see. Okay, that's just an eye candy room. Nothing really going to happen in there. The corridors are inspired by Alien, by the way. But yeah, you can see the ceilings here. See how they're really, really basic, aren't they? Really, really basic. And I apologise straight away. They could be better. Some of the ceilings are made up much better than that. Maybe just a few lights, maybe just to make them look a bit more impressive. But I do apologise for them. And as you can see, yeah, the ceilings there, much more interesting. So down the corridors. Very long corridors. As I said, I might have to put bad guys leaping out the ceiling or something. Make it a bit more interesting. That's going to be a door there. There's going to be doors in the wall, just to give it a real feel to the area. Make it look like it's lived in. I do get a lot of people saying to me, "Why don't the doors open? Why can't you get through all these doors?" And you can't always do that. Do they go through every door in a single player level? I don't think so. But I need to change those models. I need to add, well, not now, but later on, make some better 3ds Max levels models. The ship needs some steam coming out of it to make it look like it's working. I've also added a real element by putting in an inspection pit, like you see in the garage. The door needs finishing for the hangar. It needs to open when the ship leaves, without you, obviously. It's going to leave you behind. And that's it. That's my level so far. Still quite a bit to do. I've got to put animations and bad guys in. Bad guys, nobody says that anymore. Enemies in it. And yeah, it's looking good so far.